Hello you, welcome back to Most Amazing Top 10 guys. My name is Danny Burke and today we're going to be talking about one of my favourite YouTube channels on the entire planet, in the entire world, one of the three. Anyway, it's H3H3. Now some of you guys might be huge fans of them, wanting to find out more about Ethan and Hila, or maybe some of you don't know who they are at all, and that's okay. I didn't know until a few months ago who they were, and now I absolutely love them. I really do. Either way, they're huge now on YouTube, and I think it's high time we jumped into our top 10 H3H3 facts. At number 10, many people wonder where the name H3H3 Productions come from, or if that's even the right way to pronounce it. I've heard some people say He Productions, for example. In one Q&A, Ethan explained that it comes from the couple's names, Hila Hackman and Ethan Edwards. They put their initials together to form He, but that channel name was already taken on YouTube, so they just put H3H3 instead. Ethan said, looking back on it, he's actually glad they went with H3H3 and not He because it's a little bit more mysterious, adds a little bit more intrigue. Well, it's not so mysterious now for you guys, now that I've explained where it came from, but yeah, you guys get the idea. It's definitely a better name in my opinion. Coming in at number 9, Ethan met his wife Hila at the Holocaust Museum in Israel. At the time, she was doing mandatory service in the Israeli army. That trip that Ethan took was actually paid for by Israel, who offer it to all Jewish people born outside of the country. They visited each other sporadically back and forth over the next couple of years, but Hila couldn't get a permanent visa to live with Ethan in the US, and so the two settled against Ethan's wishes in Israel. And if any of you guys have watched any of their personal vlogs, you'll know that Ethan really didn't like living in Israel at all. He worked as a marketing executive there before moving back to the US with Hila in mid-2015 once her visa issues were all sorted. They now continue to live and make videos from their home in New York. At number 8, H3H3 have done a number of collaborations with other YouTubers. Now these include videos with Filthy Frank. Ethan has actually appeared in a number of Frank's videos, such as 100 Accurate Life Hacks, and Frank has appeared in H3H3's Feeding the Homeless parody video around the same time.
Why giving me $1?
What are you talking about? You're homeless.
I'm homeless.
You're homeless.
Look at you. What the f?
Another notable H3H3 collaboration was with popular YouTuber John Tron. In the video, John Tron and Ethan share a Papa John's pizza. Guess what that video is all about? It's them sharing a Papa John pizza. That has to be the most anti-clickbait title I've ever seen on YouTube. Coming in at number 7, the channel was first made on April the 29th, 2011, but the first video wasn't uploaded until almost 2 years after that. That video was simply called Wiping. Can you guys guess what this video called Wiping was all about? It wasn't about wiping away your tears or the sweat from your brow, it was the bathroom kind of wiping. Yeah, you know what I mean. Ethan talked about how everyone wipes differently, and after they've done their business, how people never talk about their own techniques with each other. And judging by some of the discussion in the comment section of that video, Ethan certainly helped put an end to that stigma. It seems like a weird video to start a whole YouTube channel with, but looking back, it did help set the tone for a channel that wasn't afraid to talk about many things people think but don't really speak out about. Yeah, I just got pretty deep about wiping. Moving on to number 6, Ethan and Hila said their favourite video they ever made was their Matty B Juicy reaction video. That's the one where Ethan ends up taking Hila on a trip to the Wailing Wall in Jerusalem to try and pray for a miracle when teen pop singer Matty B ruins a song by his favourite rap artist Biggie Smalls. Ethan said that he and Hila genuinely wanted to react to the song and video when they first saw it because they didn't like the idea of just ripping apart a young kid for just doing his own thing, even if he did annoy them. So they decided to get creative and set Ethan on that mini spiritual journey. It seemed to work. The video blew up with millions of views, and Ethan said they've tried to be creative in their reaction videos ever since that one. Coming in at number 5 now, many H3H3 fans will be familiar with Michelle Obama popping up in the intro saying,
"Wow, Ethan, great move. Keep it up. Proud of you."
And you'd be forgiven for thinking that Ethan somehow has a hookup with the Obamas. Now I personally thought he must have had some back and forth video messages with Michelle Obama to get that one. It does seem pretty convincing, but the truth is though is that H3H3 just took that clip from a Vine posted by the White House's official Vine account. Michelle is actually the spokeswoman for the Let's Move campaign. They were asking people out there to send in clips of them working out or dancing, and someone apparently called Ethan impressed Michelle enough for her to do that shout out, and then the H3H3 Ethan was like, you know what, that would make a pretty sweet part of my intro, so I think I'll take that, and it works. Coming in at number 4, Ethan has Tourettes syndrome, which is a disorder where a person has physical or vocal tics that they simply can't control. After some fans were asking about his twitching tendencies he has in some videos, Ethan explained that he was diagnosed with Tourette's as young as 12, and that although it's something he's had to overcome in his life, it doesn't bother him that much at all now, and in many ways actually helped him become the person he is today. So if any of you guys out there have Tourette's or maybe just physical tics, don't worry, you wouldn't be you without them. Oh, I know, I'm too sweet, make myself sick. At number 3 now, at the end of July 2015, H3H3's most popular video to that point was taken down for copyright infringement. The video was his Kissing Pranks reaction video, which mocked and parodied the whole Kissing Pranks series by the channel Prank Invasion. The video had already been online for 7 months and had racked up millions of views when the video network Fullscreen claimed the video as their own. They attempted to take all of the ad revenue from that video because it contained clips from the Prank Invasion channel, which was part of their network. Ethan uploaded a response video to this titled Censorship on YouTube, where he explained very passionately that his use of the clips not only comes under the whole terms of fair use, it's literally the whole reason that fair use exists in the first place, to parody and criticize things. It was a very fair point, and eventually, under overwhelming pressure from lots of people out there, Fullscreen eventually dropped the claim on the video. But times have changed, and that video is no longer the most viewed on the H3H3 channel anymore. At number 2, we're going to be talking about the phenomenon that is Vapenation. On March 21st, 2016, H3H3 uploaded Vapenation, which parodied the whole culture of vaping. Now personally, I think it's very funny stuff indeed. The poses he pulls, the whole hand sign, the coughing, it's hilarious. If any of you guys have seen it, you'll know exactly what I mean. If you haven't, what are you doing? Check it out after this video. The video blew up online and went viral. The channel spiked to 2.3 million views, and they gained about 50,000 subscribers in just one day. Parodies of it started to appear online almost instantly, and a month later, H3H3 even made their own sort of mashup parody of it with their old and new clips to make their follow-up video titled Vapenation, y'all. Yeah, check that one out too, it's almost just as good. Vapenation went on to become H3H3's most popular video by a mile, and it's probably the reason why they exploded in popularity. And finally, at number 1, for many YouTubers out there, Ethan is a big comedic influence on them. He's probably one of the biggest comedy YouTubers at the moment. But in one Q&A, he was asked who influenced him. Ethan said the biggest influence on their whole style of comedy are American comedy duo Tim and Eric. They've been producing comedy shorts together since 2001, and Ethan has been a big fan of their work for most of that time. He said that when he found them, it was a revelation for him. He admitted that they have less of an impact on him these days, but back then they were the actual reason of him even wanting to do comedy at all. So if you're a big fan of H3H3, then thank Tim and Eric for inspiring Ethan. Also check them out too, because it's pretty funny stuff. If you like Ethan, you'll probably like Tim and Eric. Ethan makes me laugh, so I'm sure what makes him laugh will make me laugh. Logic. Alright folks, I do hope you're all experts now on H3H3. I hope I got all of that right, especially if they're watching this video. I got a lot of the info for this video from their own Q&A, so check them out if you want to learn even more about them. Also, obviously, check out their channel too, because it's honestly one of the best on YouTube right now if you ask me. And if I haven't mentioned it already, we're going to be at VidCon in just over a week, I think. Yay! So make sure you try and find us if you're going to be there, or like send us a picture or tweet at us, whatever. We'd love to say hi, and thanks for all the support. But until then guys, we got some more videos to do for you, so sit back and make sure you're subscribed to Most Amazing Top 10. My name's Danny Burke, and I'll see you guys soon.